Well, I bet you did not expect to see this game back, did you? Um, Hi, welcome back to Sherlock Holmes vs. Jack the Ripper with FaceTime this time. Um, Obviously, if people are watching this in the future, like very far in the future, they might notice only a small gap between the last episode and this one of over a year. Now, let's just get it all out of the way. The reason for that is because I lost the save file. I think I uninstalled the game and then reinstalled it, and the save file was gone. So I basically just lost all motivation to carry on playing it, or to like replay it. But I was recently watching some Jack the Ripper stuff, and I basically was like, oh, I really want to play that game again. So I basically quickly got back to this point, the point that I finished at in the last episode, and now plan to carry on recording the rest of the series. So, yeah, we've just left that. So, we just left the prisoner. I can't remember who it was. But now I'm trying to remember what I was meant to do. Let me see. Let's look at Squibby, yes. Here. Ah, the journalist, yes. Ah, yes, the wasp nests. The wasp nests? What? Okay. No, I need to the wasp nests. Okay.
Let's go to the wasp's nest.
I've been using the teleportation thing.
No, if Bluto sees me, it could prove to be quite dangerous. Let's return to Baker Street to change.
You tell me that now? Okay. Smoky. I don't recall it being that smoky before. Well, there's no one here. Hello.
Evening. A pint for me and have one for yourself. I'm looking for a journalist, a good client of yours. Goes by the name of Bulling. Ring any bells?
Haven't seen him for a day or two. He must be sleeping it off somewhere. Where to hide from the landlord when you owe some serious bread?
What paper does he work for?
I don't know, but I can't believe that he works at his rag, because he's always round the pub scribbling his useless papers. The last time I seen him, he spent a whole day at that table drinking and scratching away from morning till night. He finished by celebrating, and without the help of a rich chap, he would have fleeced me of a guinea.
So he's talking about Dr. Watson.
Thank you, my friend.
That's nothing.
So he's not here. I just have to go find him, probably. Do you might know?
Good evening. There'll be a nice tip in it for you if you can tell me if you recently saw a journalist here.
Yes, sir. A damn nuisance, that man. And a real cad. He cursed me out something fierce for staining a book that he put down, even though it was him who was shaking so much that he soiled it with a whole lot of ale.
A book?
He was reading a book?
Oh, not a real book. A halfpenny rag. He put it down on the ground, and I put it in the paper bin for the stove. It should still be there if it weren't already put in the fire.
Goodbye, miss.
At your service, me lord.
My lord. My lord.
Some paper. Ink stains. This must be the table where Bulling writes his copy.
Okay. Fire. Where's the fire? I can hear it, but I can't. Oh, there it is. Journal, Spring-Heeled Jack. Terrible. Remarkable being blah 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 blah. I don't know.
Spring-Heeled Jack, a fantastical character that terrorizes the population of London. This journalist has some far from cheerful reading.
Am I meant to just like look for clues, maybe? I don't know. Okay. Maybe I'm meant to kind of.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. What about you? Oh,
What'll it be?
right, no, nothing. Okay.
Some paper. Ink stains.
Okay. I assume that's probably just it.
Let's return to Baker Street. Tom Bulling isn't here, but the Baker Street irregulars should be able to track him down. Perhaps Watson will have something to tell me in the morning.
Possibly.
Up at last, Holmes. Were you able to get anything from that crook at the wasp's nest yesterday?
Not yet, but I am working on it. And yourself, Watson, what were you able to find out from your colleague about the sale of second-hand female parts?
Holmes? Well, actually,
Let it be, Watson. It was tiring, no doubt.
well, as soon as I mentioned the possible existence of a black market dealing in human parts, everyone in the hospital became very tense. This silence, therefore, tells us more than anything else at this point.
However, I have trouble believing that such a peculiar dealing as that involving Annie Chapman's uterus could have gone unnoticed in the medical community, if that is indeed what happened.
That's my opinion, as well as that of my old university colleague. He maintains that any form of organ trafficking would be impossible, not to mention unnecessary. However, he did tell me something rather troubling: the unexplained disappearance of several corpses from the hospital morgue. He has allowed me to investigate, provided I do so discreetly, and here is what I found, concealed in what appeared to be a secret letterbox.
Interesting, an encoded message.
Indeed, and look, the symbol of a certain well-known Spartaca encyclopedia is printed on it. Perhaps it will help in deciphering the letter.
Thank you, Watson. Are you going out again?
I promised a new patient, Captain Stenick, I'd go round to examine him. He lives nearby. I may be back before you've had a chance to decipher this mysterious message.
No. Well, it just so happens that I have this.
Good. Let's decipher the encoded words in the message that Watson found at the London hospital. Good. Let's decipher the...
Okay.
Good. Let's decipher...
Right, so where is it? Yes, you. So there is another one apparently. Answers by this. Nice. Okay.
The index of the Spartaca encyclopedias seems to have a connection with this letter.
Okay. Whoa. Okay. All the numbers are. Wait, are they? I was gonna say these numbers are like. What do you call it? Things. Well, like that's A. Yeah. 7. One. So G. Yeah. There's like kind of V's, but not V's. Like long V's, but they're not here. There's a 3. And there's a couple of 8s. VV 111. Is that even one? Is that even a thing? It would be like, yeah, that isn't even a thing. Unless it's like 5'8". I don't know. Doesn't make sense to me. Let me see. Is this meant to be like E and E? No. Can I take this out? Oh, it won't let me. Oh, well, there's a 2 there. Oh. And a 5. Anything else? No. Maybe it's just meant to be 8. I don't know. Oh no, I'm gonna reset it. Right, so there's A there, and then there's a B there, and then there's a C there, and then there's an 8 there. There's just a 5 there. And then there's a 7 there. 4 there.
The index of the spot.
I don't know what it wants me to do. Unless it... No, it can't be right, because it's like VVI there, which would be like 55 and 6. Which doesn't make sense. Because it'd be 5 and 6 is like EF. So it's like EFBE, it's just like, doesn't it? So 5 and 4, which is like... So ED, EF, unless it's 6, 5. Which we just don't know. Let me check, hold on. I did have to pull up a walkthrough a couple of times, just to help me along. Like I think there was the gas puzzle and shit. So, let me see. Church clock. Yeah, no, I've gone too far. Before that, repair the walls. Oh yeah, I've definitely already done this. Floorboard. Okay, gas leak, that's done. That's for the perfume. Create version. Source message. Ah, here we go. Okay. Piss off. Wait. Oh. Wait. Oh, I see. Okay. I've worked it out. Well, I've not worked it out, actually. But I get it. So apparently all of these are cut in half. So this is actually XIV instead of, well, VI something. So XIV. XIV, so N. And then that would be V, so E. And then that's XX3, so that's 23. So W, new. Okay, X, J. This is J. 3. That might be subject. XIX. XIX. Yeah. XXI. Yeah. Subject. What's that? XV. So that'd be 15. Oh. New. So X. That's 13. Com on. No, wait. New command. And then IB. So command subject woman. XII. L. IX is I. XXII, I believe is V, yeah. Delivery. New command subject woman delivery. And I'm guessing that's a place, so it's something Dale. XVIII. XVR. And then it would be Y for this. VIII, so that's 8. And then VI. Wharfdale. Is that right?
Elementary.
Yeah. New command subject woman delivery Wharfdale 17. It said 17 Wharfdale, so that's what I mean. So that's an address then, I guess.
My dear Watson, I congratulate you on your investigation. This letter seems to well and truly confirm the organized trafficking of bodies in London.
My God, how dreadful.
Watson, we must go to the address that appears in this message. I would suggest you take your weapon.
It hasn't left my side since the beginning of this whole affair, Holmes.
I'll also be putting on my workman's disguise again. One never knows.
But what about me, Holmes?
Stay as you are, Watson. At worst, you can pass as my employer. Find Wharfdale Road on the map of London, Watson.
Understood, Holmes.
Okay, I'm guessing I'm just gonna go and get changed. Or am I? I don't know. What do you want me to do? Am I supposed to find it on the map? Maybe. Is it this?
Yes, I have, Holmes.
Here we are, Watson. 17 Wharfdale Road. Let's be careful.
You think so, Holmes? This house seems to be abandoned.
I mean, oh, shit. But by the looks of that door, it's definitely not abandoned. Get out over there, bro. You're taking a piss.
Nothing of interest here.
Yeah, like a man takes a piss against the wall. Okay, I bet I'll have to go down there. There's a knock on the door.
Given the layer of dust accumulated in the square, this door must rarely open. Closed. This lock is solid, but very old. I should be able to force it. This lock is solid, but very old. I should be able to force it.
What shall we do, Holmes?
Use the fucking knife, bro. Oh. Maybe if I go and find something to pry it open with.
This rope seems strong. It is sure to come in handy.
Right, what can I get it?
I need something.
So I need something. Well, can I use the pocket knife on the rope? Of course I can.
No, I can't do that.
Hold on, let me get the knife on me.
No, I can't do that.
Oh, hold
A
on.
tarred cover.
Okay. Hold on.
This trolley seems to be in good condition, apart from the broken wheel, of course. No, I can't take it like that.
I'll take it like that.
There, this piece of tarpaulin is very thin, but solid enough for our purposes.
But what the devil are you doing, Holmes?
Bro, even I don't fucking know. Okay. Oh, okay, so it's that.
No, I can't do that. This trolley seems to be in good condition.
Anything else in the area?
There, by sliding this piece of tarred tarpaulin, I was able to quite simply force the lock. Let's go in.
Incredible!
Okay. Right.
These jars contain chemical products. I have no idea what they are for.
Probably preserving organs.
Some makeup applicators. These little metal instruments are rather curious. I'll take one. There's something here.
Shit. Maybe I can use this.
There's something here.
Yes, so why not get it?
There's something here.
Maybe I'm gonna do this.
A trapdoor. We must find a way to get down through it, Watson.
Incredible!
Oh, I thought I thought the camera moved to the window to see like somebody peering in. But yes, no. I haven't been
Closed.
everywhere else. Yeah. What about upstairs? What's upstairs? The rope. I can tie the rope to something. Maybe.
This door was recently reinforced. Impossible to open it.
Okay, right. Hold on. If I do this, where's the thing? Can I? No. I thought that would have been a good idea. How do I do this?
Let's hurry, Holmes. This neighborhood makes me ill at ease.
At ease. Oh, hello.
Excellent.
Nice.
Now, on to the next step. I will go down alone, Watson. Try to cover for me if someone should happen along.
Understood, Holmes.
Why don't you like close the door? Just climb down. There's somebody there. Well, there's a fire. Oh, it's close. That one's close. Huh.
Rings, wedding rings, gold teeth. I daren't imagine where they came from. This old box must have held nails a long time ago. Nothing of interest. Pincers. A hammer. I'll take it.
Anything else? Or is that everything? I think that's everything.
Clothing that appears to be destined to be incinerated. A pointed poker. This is sure to come in handy.
Oh, there's a fucking coffin here that I didn't even see.
Here's an electrical mechanism. Turning the handle should supply it with energy. Ah, it would seem that there is a broken connection. It is a stretcher that can be dismantled into 2 pieces. I have to find a way to take it upstairs, I think. I'll be needing it.
So there's a... Oh yeah. Alright, well, this. So it says that there's broken...
Here's an electrical mechanism. Turning the hand...
Can I crouch? Oh, no. What do you mean that there's a connection? Problem. Where do I find it? Oh, it ain't on the back. Oh, I like how... Oh, why is the trapdoor closed? It's fucking
A
locked.
coffin, recently made and already broken. Numerous footsteps. Apparently this passage is used frequently. Closed.
Maybe I'm just meant to use a tool. Hold on. Maybe the metal stick.
No, I can't do that.
What about the poke?
Excellent. Now, on to the next step. This box is broken. The wires must be reconnected. Pray, think.
Is it one of those where like it can't break a connection or something? I don't know. I don't know what it wants me to do. Oh. Where's that? Oh yeah. Okay,
Elementary.
I have not a clue what I just did, but...
That's good, Holmes. I don't know why you brought this thing back up, but I can take it.
Perfect, Watson.
You gonna take it now?
The fuse box is burned. The lift is blocked. I'll have to find another way out.
Oh, there's a key there.
This bent key just needs a little repair job to make it usable.
Let's get the key. Put in the device.
This may come in handy.
Yes, can I not put the fucking vice in? I mean, hold on, wait. Let's go back on. Okay. Oh, there we go.
No, I can't do that.
How about the hammer?
No, I can't do that. No, I can't do that.
Okay, what about the pincers? There we go. Nice. Right, let's go back, and then the door.
Let's hope that it really is the key to this door.
Well, I can't imagine it being the key to anything else.
And so, Holmes?
Oh, hi. Hello.
Numerous footsteps. Apparently this passage is used frequently.
What are we doing, Holmes?
Well, I don't know, you tell me, bro. Maybe I'm meant to go back in. No? Okay. Jesus Christ. What about this back here, maybe? The stuff that's back here. Like the cart, for example. What was it that, like, obviously there was this, and then there was the cart.
No, I can't do that. No, I can't do that.
Oh yeah, wasn't there like, I need to find like a wheel or something, didn't I? Then I don't fucking know. I'm actually lost. What do you want me to do, bro? Where do you want me to go? I don't know what I'm doing. Trough. Am I meant to come back in here with Watson? No. Then I don't know what I'm meant to be doing. Yeah. So it just doesn't give me anything, any reason to know what to do. Go inside the house. It says go inside the house, but the fucking door's closed.
Given the layer of dust accumulated in...
It's fucking bullshit. Okay, that's not there, but okay. Right, now what? It said something about enter the boarded window on the guide, but I don't know what that means. Boarded window of where? Maybe back here? Awesome. Aha!
Look, if we lift a board from this window, we should be able to pass through. But first we have to get ourselves up there.
You are joking, Holmes?
I'm not, but I need a...
This trolley seems to be in good No, I can't do that.
So what can I use for a fucking wheel? Help me out, bro. Use the metal stick on the what? Okay.
This trolley seems to be in good condition.
No.
This trolley seems to be
I
in good
know.
condition. Apart,
What wheel?
this stone was.
Says you're using it on the wheel. What wheel? Where is the wheel? Hold on. On the wheel of the wagon. Right. Go right. So is it over here? I missed it. Where is it? Oh.
This little instrument will serve perfectly as a pin punch.
But what the devil are you doing, Holmes?
Shut the fuck up, Watson. You're such a fucking nuisance. Why do I keep you around?
Elementary.
But what the devil are you doing, Holmes?
Shut the fuck up.
No, I can't do that.
What do you mean?
This stone was blocking the wheel.
Right.
Excellent. Now, on to the next step.
Okay, and now, there was a hand there a second ago. Where is it gone?
Look,
You are joking, Holmes?
I need something.
What do I need? Hammer?
I need something.
The poke?
I need something.
The pincers?
I need something.
The knife?
I need something. Look,
I don't
if we...
know
You are
what
joking,
the fuck
Holmes?
to do, bro. There's something else over here now. Move that out. Okay. Maybe something over here to stop it from rolling? I don't know. What does it want me to do?
Look, if
You are joking, Holmes?
look,
You are joking, Holmes?
look.
Oh,
You are
shit.
joking, Holmes?
How the fuck was I meant to know to use that? Am I meant to do that? Yes. To make a makeshift fucking
Look,
map.
if we...
You are joking, Holmes?
Okay, now
I hope this ladder will support my weight.
it's not a fucking ladder. And it's a stretcher, it's supposed to support people's weight. Hello?
I need something. Let's go.
My God, Holmes. Where are we?
For us to find out, my friend. This woman is dead, Watson.
Yes,
shit,
several
Sherlock.
days ago, Holmes, but the body is perfectly preserved. No odour, no visible decomposition. Look, Holmes, a label from the London hospital. It must be a corpse stolen from the London hospital.
Glass eyes in all shapes and all colours. It's a puzzle box. Let's see if I can open it.
I don't get it. Let me see. Like, I don't know what it's trying to tell me. Like, literally, what is it trying to tell me? 3? 3? What? Oh. I say oh. So stuff that would add up to that number, I think. Makes sense. Although I think I've done it wrong. Can I not try?
It's a puzzle box. Let's...
Yeah, here we go. So something that just equals 1. I can't do it right, can it? I don't know, 4 minus 5, I don't know. Maybe it has to have the number within it, which is like here. No? I don't know. You explain it to me, bro. This is... So remove all the yellow numbers in the background, right? Yeah. And a number on top of the square. See and move plus rise. Move the big square by clicking on a tile with no number. Move the big square to enclose 1 to 5 numbers that will add up to the outside number. Move plus rise and be placed at the corners. Wait, what? I'll try it again.
It's a puzzle box. Let's see if I can open it.
Okay, 9. Okay, if I do that, that adds up to 9. 7. There's just 7. Is there anything else? I don't think so. 4. There is... I don't know. Two, one, three. 33, 33. 6, 8, 5.
It's a puzzle box.
Okay, 9. So what would it be? So there's 7 and 2. 7 and 1.
It's a puzzle box.
There's nothing here that would add up to 1 though. 0 and 0. 0 and 2. What am I meant to do? Oh, outside, don't put the plus for Oh. So, wait. So like 8 and 3 would work. So basically, if it adds up to 11, then the 1 in the 11, like the last one, would count as 1. Oh, that's interesting. Shit, but interesting. Okay, it's 4 and 2. Okay, so let's talk 16 then, shall we? So 9, 8, that's 17, so that can't work. 7. Nine, 5, 4. That won't work because that's 18. That's 11. Can't be right. 7. What about 26 then? Is that if I do? Let's do that. So it'd be 9. What is it? That it's that. Okay. 2. Could do that. That will work. I can also just do that. Sure. A 1. So looking for an 11 again. 5. Can I do it just 5? Yeah, I can. 0. Well, obviously. Just 0. I think. I can do 8 and 2 as well. But I'd rather go for the 0. 4. Just the 4. 0, 8 and 2. And then 9. Yeah.
There we are. Magnificent.
Nice.
This square object is very unusual.
Hearing the information that the boss was able to find about the client, Ethel loved Pink and spoke in a composed and soft voice. At the end, she couldn't do more than whisper, but she was still able to sing some of the Schubert tunes that she loved. She would undoubtedly have been a virtuoso on the violin if her husband hadn't impeded her. Instructions: pink robe, a sort of jewellery seance planned for 1 week hence, but the body will be taken today or tomorrow by 2 chaps that the boss recruited. Their sign of recognition will be a triangle and a square attached with a red ribbon. Numbers that seem to be professionals won't be prominent and important. Mind the quality of your lime for affixing the false eyes during seance. Oh wait, during seance. 4. The boss has asked me to close the eyelids of the ghost so that the clients don't notice anything. Because an eye started to fall out, she was furious and wasn't able to proceed to this symbiotic culmination, which alone permits us to get the client's full cooperation and make off with the maximum. Transfiguration is the key, and as he always says. The boss asked me to make known that if in the future such negligence was repeated, some of us may well be part of the next spectacle in the starring role. I hope that the message is understood.
This letter speaks of a sign of recognition. Interesting.
Okay. Let's carry on looking around.
Strange smell. What do you think, Watson?
A zinc chloride solution without a doubt. A product generally injected into cadavers to help preserve them.
Someone made up this corpse. The lips have been coloured and the rings around the eyes carefully camouflaged. Yes, somebody wanted to give the impression of life.
To what end?
Some makeup applicators.
Souvenir of Liverpool, autumn 1883. I give you my love, my Alexis, Mom. Okay.
This old photo shows a young man dressed after the fashion of an employee in front of a shop.
The current celebrated court czar of all of Russia, trying to invoke the greatest figures of the past, such as Napoleon, Alexander, Alexander Great, Robin Hood, Princess Andrea, Raskolnikov, and now in the service of the humble, whose exceptional gifts of divination allow him to invoke your dearly departed to make them come back to life. Under your very eyes, I will speak to you and will appear in the window of time created by vital energy of the
Amusing. The man in the photo taken in 1883 and the one on Prince Raskolnikov's leaflet are one and the same, and no more a prince or a Russian than you or I, Watson.
Okay.
Look at this photo. It is inscribed Ethel Broomstreet, 1851 to 1878. This young woman who died 10 years ago looks like the one stretched out on this table. These clothes are new, just like the deceased's dress. I imagine her clothes were changed. Watson, this corpse was embalmed and made up and dressed to look like a woman who had died 10 years earlier. All is clear, Watson. A charlatan, passing himself as a prince, making the dead come back by using corpses as puppets.
Which explains the disappearance of corpses at the London hospital. It was to fuel this sordid entertainment.
Interesting.
This may come in handy.
Yes. I'm pretty sure it said something about this and this combined. No, I don't know.
This cheap jewel must be an accessory of some sort.
Right, yeah. What? Right, so this is meant to combine this. Yeah, and then this, yes.
Holmes, I hear a cab stopping in the courtyard. Someone's coming.
It is probably the dealers, Watson, but instead of running, what if we were to meet them, if we managed to win their trust?
You are joking, Holmes?
How many times did he have to fucking say that, honestly? Let me just equip this just in case. Hello, no?
Oi, what you doing there, you? It's private in here.
Calm down, we aren't here as tourists. We have come to collect our packets.
Oh, well then, you just had to say. I was told that you weren't no tramps, but I weren't expecting that you was... Given your get-up, I guess your boss.
Yes.
Well, the subject ain't ready yet. I ain't done with it yet. You'll have to come back.
Well, that's, a real problem.
Say, we have a personal order too, for some organs. You wouldn't know where we can find them.
What type then?
Kidney, uterus.
Oi, I don't hack up my dollies. That's the work of an artist.
But you wouldn't happen to have a colleague who might furnish this type of item?
No, you can't make a copper doing that nowadays. Since the bigwigs made it easy to get stiffs, the medical schools are bursting with bodies to carve up. Docs and students have got all they need. Business is dead. For a few coppers, hospital bloke might help you out, but I don't know for sure. They'd be right in for it if they got caught. It probably just ain't worth it.
I understand. And what do you do with the corpses once you're finished with them?
I don't bother myself with that. For one thing's for sure, after the séance they're good for nothing but chucking out. I ain't Napoleon's embalmer.
Well, if you'll excuse...
He's got a funny way of talking, you.
Oi, it's normal. He's a brain, you see. A thinker at that. Sees you round, old man.
I like how
So,
Sherlock
Holmes,
just wasn't even
the
talking
corpses
like
that have
a minute ago.
disappeared from the London hospital are used during séances. Nothing to do with organ trafficking.
Yes, it all suggests nothing of the kind is underway in London. In the medical world, all dealings would be visible, not to mention unnecessary. The crook we met confirmed this viewpoint. It's hard to imagine, therefore, that our Whitechapel killer perpetrated these massacres with the goal of selling the organs.
What lead should we follow now, Holmes?
Try to learn more about Tumblety. This squibby should give us some information, but first I must stop the journalist Tom Bulling from harming him. I hope my secret police will soon have some information on him. While we wait, Watson, I would ask you to inform your colleagues of your recent discoveries. It would be good if these morbid ghostly spectacles stopped, and this will need to be done at the London hospital.
You are right, Holmes. Another false lead followed by the police, Holmes? Yesterday's Times says that a John Fitzgerald, who had claimed responsibility for the murder of Annie Chapman, has finally been released. He was, it says, lying.
That's of little importance, Watson.
It's incredible. It's been more than 3 weeks since the murderer struck, and the tension is as strong as ever. The press won't stop talking about him, and people are still full of fear. Perhaps the killer got what he wanted, people talking about him, and has chosen to stop committing crimes. What do you think, Holmes?
I doubt it, Watson. Everything leads me to believe that he is in hiding and waiting for the right moment. The area is packed with police, and that would obviously hamper his work.
You think he will start again, Holmes?
I have every reason to believe nothing will stop him short of his arrest or his death. Sadly, our investigation has reached a dead end, and I fear that we'll need another victim to get back on track.
Yes, how awful. And what of the case of the burnt mat? Have you resolved that?
Oh, that's a matter of little interest, and resolving will be of no benefit, above all to Miss Fleming. Ha! I hear the footsteps of my faithful Wiggins on the stairs. The game is afoot again, Watson.
Mr. Holmes, the scribbler resurfaced. At last word, Pounce saw him racing to Central News Agency where he works.
Excellent, Wiggins. And still nothing on the doctor?
Sorry, Mr. Holmes. He's one sleek yank, but we'll find him.
Good work. Here's something for you.
A magic
I must
tool,
leave you,
little-
Watson. If I can get my hands on this Bulling, I will have much more interesting news on the bothersome Tumblety. I have only to change. If you can, Watson, I entreat you to stay here and await my word. We may not be more than two when the time to act comes.
You can count on me, Holmes.
Alright. What was I meant to do again? I wasn't even paying attention. So it said something about I need to go to where he works. Not sure what they are.
I must go to the Central News Agency. I am at the press agency where Bulling works.
No, I don't think it's here, is it? Although it could be. Director. Alright, let's just talk to this guy. Hello, mate.
What do you want?
It would be very informative to search Bulling's desk before meeting him, but first I must get rid of this bothersome person, perhaps by offering him a scoop.
Okay. How am I meant to offer him a scoop?
What do you want?
It would be very informative.
Aha!
Good evening. I'm looking for Tom Bulling, the journalist.
He isn't here. He must be sleeping off somewhere. He gave me a tip. He wanted to save a scope for me. He always gets a good dirt, and yet when he comes in here, it's just to warm his behind. Look, he pulled his desk over the stove.
Listen, Scoop, I'm bringing it over.
Yeah.
Only if Bulling isn't here, I'm leaving.
Wait, what's this scoop?
Bulling promised me a reward for info. There's a charlatan who does spiritualist seances that are a little bit special. He steals corpses from the morgue, puts makeup on them, dresses them up, and then uses them as puppets.
I'll give you your dues. We'll pay you if this info is true.
I'll write down the address of the hideout on the crook's leaflet, but the police will be in on this one, so you better get there in time.
Understood. I'll go alone. Too bad for Bulling.
Hey, you wouldn't have a little something in advance?
Look on Bulling's desk. I know that he always leaves a few coins around for his snitches. Cheers.
Watson won't be pleased that I'm divulging the case, but I don't see any other way.
This one.
This is Bulling's desk, the one closest to the stove. Some coins. I will take them. That will avoid suspicion if the journalist returns. A charred match. This may come in handy.
It's just a rag.
These are Bulling's notes. They are of little interest at the moment, but one never knows.
That seems like it. That was on the desk. Crumpled letter. Permit me to defend myself against the scandalous accusations brought against me. You were not lied to regarding the facts. It's Bulling. It's Bulling spends all of his time in the most audacious of pubs, but I am only doing my work as a journalist. It is during these outings that I can find the best information because I am thus in contact with the common man. Let me prove to you, dear boss, that I can bring to St. Sue what it deserts, the most extraordinary and most stimulating information. 4. I'm missing it. Basically.
Even handwriting, yet fairly recognizable. The fire has almost gone out, but the stove is still burning hot. Bulling recently used the stove. The fire has almost gone out. Bulling recently used the stove.
Did he burn something, maybe? Is there something over here, maybe? Director.
A mirror.
Mirror! What's this? Mr. Moore, I have noticed that one of your employees, Thomas Bulling, arrived at the meeting in a state of inebriation. I must ask you to take care of your team's discipline. I know that you indulged this journalist, given the explosive information that he managed to flush out, but this behaviour is unacceptable. It should not repeat itself, or I will hold you personally responsible. The Assistant Director.
Bulling's boss, Mr. Moore, seems to be protecting the journalist.
Okay, anything else?
I would imagine these are compartments to organize the paper's incoming dispatches.
Anything else around? There's definitely got to be more around, obviously.
A telephone, a device that enables you to talk with anyone in London, provided the receiver has a telephone too.
No. Just like call them up and start hearing voices in their head. It's, hello? Hello? Ah, yes. I want to talk to you about your car's extended warranty. Get out of my head! Okay. Is that everything? No, I don't think it can't be everything. Sure. What about the director now that I found that piece of evidence? Well, what about like any bins that are nearby? Bin? No. Fucking like making myself dizzy. I do apologise. Okay. What about if I try to leave?
I need more information.
Yes. Watering can. Oh, hello.
Queen Victoria, to keep the journalists on their toes, I suppose.
Where?
A telephone, a device that enables you...
Yeah. This is the clock. Oh, apparently it's midnight. think. Hmm. What's in my inventory? I owe you. Please, cloth. Maybe I use a cloth to open this. Aha!
A torn piece of blotting paper. Curious. Curious. It looks like someone wanted to destroy this piece of blotting paper that had red ink on it. I can make out a few more letters, but backwards. I need something to help me.
I was gonna say, he writes in red ink, so. I need something to help me. The mirror! The mirror! The mirror! Oh.
By putting this piece of blotting paper in front of the mirror, I can read what is written.
Information on the Whitechapel killer. Call by telephone. WA.
Apparently, our journalist gets his information by telephone too. Sadly, the name is almost erased. If I telephone one of Bulling's contacts pretending to be his assistant, I might learn something of interest. This page has some light ink stains. It contains a list of telephone numbers.
So, Walesby.
This page has some light...
Yes. What the fuck does it want me to do? 1-8. Huh? Are the coins meant to be a clue? Because I don't know. Oh, this is showing this, or 1875. Okay.
Walesby 1875, an ingenious way to save his contact. Central, Walesby 1875, if you will. Thank you, I will wait.
Walesby, I am listening.
Hello, my dear man. I'm calling on behalf of Tom Bulling.
Bulling? So you know where this hypocrite, this liar, this...
Not at all. He is currently unobtainable. In the meantime, he has left me with a note asking me to pursue his work, and he told me that you were aware...
That's just great. I dropped everything off at his agency, but he didn't even bother to do the same for me. Tell me he at least gave you the information that I was asking in return.
I am ready, sir. I'm listening.
Do the police have a suspect for the bizarre theft of cigarettes and carrots that took place at the Commercial Street Market?
Oh shit, what? Do the police have a suspect of bizarre theft of cigarettes and carrots that took place at the Commercial Street? What? Huh? Documents. What about what was in my inventory? Hold on, this. Bulling's notes. Cigarettes. And carrots. Work. Scotland Yard, not of noise. That cost. No. The head of the Tories is searching for a rabbit in secrecy. I honestly don't know what the fuck to do here. Because I don't remember anything about shit like that. Yeah, select the response and please. So it's on the yard is searching for a rabbit that coughs. With regard, okay.
I think, according to Bulling, that Inspector Lestrade's team is looking for a rabbit with a bad cough.
Ah, damned Bulling. One day he'll be in some serious trouble for mocking the police. And now, can you tell me, with regards to the parliamentary scandal, what did the head of the Whig Party respond to the Tories who were treating him as a great incompetent?
What's it? Vote for me, I will surely be your best representative.
According to Bulling, the head of the Whigs said, "Vote for me, I will be your best representative."
Good. That'll make for a good paper. There is one last question. According to a government social study, civil servants make the best husbands. Why?
When he comes home from work, he is never tired and has already read the newspaper.
I believe I can confirm that it is because civil servants aren't tired and have already read the paper when they come home from work.
Very true. Good. It seems like Bulling has finally done his work.
As everything is all in order, can you now tell me where the information is that you sent to the agency?
Yes. There is a large brown envelope near the dispatch cabinet. It's in there that we exchange our tips with Bulling.
1,000 thanks. Goodbye, sir.
My salutations to Bulling.
Okay, so brown envelope this.
There are several documents in this file. Let's see.
Notes on Springhill Jack. Okay, Springhill Jack, Terry London, fantastic character for experience 1837. Associated with several suspicious muggings and robberies taking place in London of parts of England. Description: a diabolical appearance, bat wings, horns. Okay, blue flames coming out of the mouth and eyes. Okay, identifying marks. All of these eyewitnesses speak of his capacity to make leaps or superhuman distance, were his nickname. Conclusion: having become the very example of the urban legend of our century, his character fascinates as much as his demonic and fantastical aura, as by the fact that he has never been caught by the police. Important: at the time of the attack against the young woman, Lucy Scales and Jane Aslop, the papers covering the events had record sales for weeks. That's why Springhill Jack is the recurring hero of cheap fantasy publications and theatre pieces, popular in fantasy.
I wonder why Bulling is studying this tale about Springhill Jack so meticulously.
Jack. Listen, pencil. The Terror of London, Springhill Jack, the Phantom Killer, the Butcher's Bead, the Whitechapel Butcher, Dr. Death, the London Ripper, the Bleeder, the Bloody Reaper. Okay.
What does that mean?
Probably just like names. Mr. Charles Moore, I thank you for his testimony of the Whitechapel Killer that you followed. Not easy authentication. Do not hand over the press without my invitation. Thank you for all your collaboration and your discretion. You won't forget this, Inspector Abeline.
Well, well, a piece of information about the murders transmitted exclusively to the police without informing the press. That has piqued my curiosity. Perhaps I should go to the police station to get more information.
Letter to Tom Bulling. Tom, about the letter. Given the thanks from Inspector Abeline, I think that they took the bait, even if they were defending themselves. Think of the second, we must be ready if he kills again. Either way, we must keep up the correspondence, be responsive. This idea will save us. We will get the information firsthand and we will make history. But stay quiet and keep a low profile. I am not really in the know, and you'll be the first one who gets it if there's trouble.
What does that mean? I have inspected everything, but there's no sign of Bulling. He must have dashed off to his HQ, the Wasp's Nest. However, before I go to see him, I should find out about this mysterious information. It could help me get something out of the journalist. To the police station, then.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's go to the police station.
I'm here. I get a feeling that there was a murder tonight, but...
Come, back again, are we? Come this way, good man. The inspector has a few questions to ask you. Here is the man, Inspector.
Congratulations, Humphreys. So, my lad, One would say that you owe us a bit of an explanation for having left something with us. What is your full name and profession?
Sherlock Holmes, consulting detective.
Well, how about that?
Mr. Holmes, can you explain this get-up, your presence in the neighbourhood despite my instructions, as well as this most opportune restitution of jewels?
Firstly, I should tell you that not being under your command, I never understood what you said as an order, but rather as advice. I thought I would be wise to follow them to a certain extent. I intended to explain the stolen goods sooner or later. My presence here will allow me to fill you in on a few conclusions that...
If it is in regard to the Whitechapel murders, it won't help us much. We have no doubt that we will be revealing the identity of the murderer to the people in the area in a day or two.
I'm impressed, Inspector, and I offer you my sincerest congratulations. Nonetheless, you should investigate a certain doctor.
Listen, Holmes, let us do our work. You've rid us of a great pain in the rear end by finding those jewels for us. It's weeks of work that you've saved us. But I think you're a little underqualified for a case like that of Jack the Ripper. Until it's over, I demand that you do not set foot in the area. Is that clear?
I take note of your advice, Inspector. You mentioned Jack the Ripper. Pardon me, but you know the name of the murderer?
Oh, it's from a letter that the Central News Agency sent our way. It was written by the killer. And even if it can't be proven, it must be recognised that the signature is striking. This information is confidential, and I would ask you to keep it to yourself, Holmes.
Can I have a little look? Out of mere curiosity, Inspector. Then I shall disappear.
In that case, I don't see any objection.
Thank you so much.
Police have caught me, but they won't fix me just yet. What? I have laughed when they took no cleaver. What? They took no clever? What did I say? Oh, I laugh when they look so clever and talk about being on the right track. That joke about leather apron gave me real fits. I am down on whores, and I shan't quit ripping them till I do get buckled. Grand work. The last job was I gave the lady no time to squeal. How can they catch me now? I love my work and want to start again. You will soon hear of me with my funny little games. I saved some of the proper red stuff in a ginger bean bottle oven. The last job to write with, but it went thick like glue and I can't use it. Red ink is fit enough, I hope, haha. The next job I shall do, I shall clip the ears off and send to the police officers just for jolly, wouldn't you? Keep this letter back till I do a bit more work, then give it out straight. My knife's so nice and sharp, I want to get to work right away if I get a chance. Good luck, yours truly, Jack the Ripper. Don't mind me giving the trade name. P.S. Wasn't good enough to post this before I got all the red ink off my hands, cause headhands, something it no look yet. They say I'm a doctor now, haha, okay.
Me? Not up to discovering who Jack the Ripper is? Well, we'll soon find out, won't we, Inspector Aberline? I know who wrote the Dear Boss letter signed Jack the Ripper that Inspector Aberline gave me, and, above all, I now know why. This Tom Bulling was inspired by this fantastical character to build a myth out of the Whitechapel killer. Perhaps he would be receptive if I shared my discovery about him and prevent him from accusing Squippy. I must find him at once. My best bet would be to try my luck at the pub.
More than likely. Let's go there.
Ah, Holmes, I got your message, and here I am.
Won't take long, did it?
Perfect, Watson. That oaf Bluto is looking for us with evil intentions, and he may be hiding here. I will try to get more information inside. You, Watson, will be our lookout, and at the slightest suspicious sound, do not hesitate to call the constable on his rounds.
Hello. Aha, you're my friend.
Good evening, Mr. Bully.
We know each other?
No, however, I have some information that may be of interest to you.
Talk, my friend. A pint for you if what you say is worth something. Does it have to do with the Whitechapel murders?
Indeed, I know the identity of the man who wrote a letter to the police, a letter entitled Dear Boss, in which the author claims to be the Whitechapel murderer and is signed Jack the Ripper.
What?
It's a journalist who was inspired by Spring-Heeled Jack in order to strengthen the credibility and the seriousness of his agency. This new Jack will give him some first-hand information that he, in turn, will dole out sparingly to the authorities, as well as some carefully distilled indiscretions that the big papers will come to beg of him. He plays both sides off against one another and becomes the chief orchestrator of the rumour. He wrote this letter in this very spot, and he has red ink on his fingers. Like you.
What exactly are you after, my friend?
You've been threatening a certain Squibby to distribute a telegram naming him as a possible suspect in these murders in revenge for an old feud. I would suggest you don't write this note, and that you leave Squibby alone.
I'd forgotten about the existence of that rapscallion. I threw that at him when I was visiting the station to get the dope. You should have seen his face.
You must also stop sending these letters that waste the authorities' precious time.
Right, well, I don't even know what you're talking about. I have a great relationship with the Bobbies. Just ask around. I don't have to answer to nobody. Now leave me alone.
Farewell, sir.
Good riddance.
Okay.
Let's hurry to the police station, Watson. We are close to our goal. Squibby will be able to reveal what he knows about Tumblety. Squibby, so that's it. You're a free man again. We were just coming to the station to find you.
Shh. Yeah, the Bobbies agreed to let me go, and I came to see Bluto before ferreting you out. So, you've seen the newspaper man?
Yes, he is in the pub and everything is taken care of, but I'm waiting to hear what you have to say about Dr. Tumblety.
Okay, but we have to be quick. One night, I goes to see Bluto in his hideout that ain't far from the boarding house where this Tumblety bloke has a room. I see him coming in too. He must have been on one real binge. To the point, the Tumblety fella was there, and he smiles at me, all nice like. He tells me he's a great Yankee doctor, but my business interests him. I'm interested, I tell him, but I'm not the type to just jump right in without getting to know a person, see? He invites me round to his room to talk business, just him and me. We empty a bottle or two, and all of a sudden, like, he wants to show me what he's got in this big trunk that he always carts around places. I just about vomited, see? In these jars, just like pickles, you know, there were pieces of meat. And he whispers that it's the lady bits of some old dames. He called them peckymins. I call them love killers, I would. Yuck! After that, he starts to go on about rich folk. They ain't nothing but dogs, and I won't tell you the worst of it. Then he comes all close to me and puts his sweaty hand on my leg. He was one of them types, not me. I don't wait a second before I give him a good thrashing, and I start running and let go of him, and he still wants to see me again, just to talk business. But then I had to do time, so business.
Do you know where he can be found?
Why, ain't he in his digs? Maybe he got to liking life behind bars too. I heard that in some jobs there's a way to.
Thank you for your information, and we'll meet again, my friend. Here is the sum I promised to get you out of London.
Ciao, fella. I've just got a little score to settle with Bluto, and I'm heading for the country.
Lipsky!
My dear Watson, we must strike while the iron is hot. We have avoided meeting Dr. Tumblety until now. The time has come to do so.
Do you have an opinion, Holmes?
We must assure ourselves that the factor collector of female organs and a murderer who removes said organs are resident in the same area at the same time is nothing more than coincidence.
So, yeah, that whole thing back then, that just happened then, that like, little offshoot thing, it didn't exactly work out like that from what I learned. So, the sort of like innocent guy is Jewish, and he's walking down the road. The guy who was smoking a cigarette when in actual real life it was a pipe. And he actually walked past him, and then the guy started following it after the other guy shouted Lipsky, which is apparently a derogatory word, apparently, for Jewish people, I've heard, from just watching one chat video. And apparently the person that shouted that word is apparently a suspect to be, well,
I thought that you wouldn't bring me back your keys. Oh, it's you, Mr. Holmes. Good evening, Dr. Watson.
Indeed, it is I again. One of your tenants left without returning his keys?
Yes, it's Dr. Tumblety whom we spoke about. Shortly after your last visit here, some constables came and asked me a few questions regarding him. Barely had they left than the doctor came barreling around a street corner and rushed up into his room upstairs. A little while afterwards, while I was tidying, I heard a thud in his room and a rush down the stairs. He left with most of his bags, but without returning his keys. You can go up and see if you wish. The door is still open.
Fair enough. What room actually is it? Is it this one? Yeah.
Careful, Watson. Do not walk around here until I've inspected these marks.
I know, Holmes, I know.
Oh,
I understand your methods. Ah, you have your rule and magnifying glass. I thought that you had forgotten them, Holmes.
I never forget the essentials, my dear Watson. Right foot, light trails. The man was running. Right foot, light... Size 13. Right foot, light... Right foot, light...
Ah, you have your rule.
I never forget the essentials. This isn't water. Going by its sticky texture and odour, I'd say we're dealing with formalin. These are the footprints of a tall man who had recently stepped in formalin and who left this room in a hurry.
Well, can I walk on it and enter the room now, Holmes?
I'll take that as a yes. Ooh, what the fuck? Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay.
Going by its size, this enormous trunk must be a wardrobe. These brackets are rather unusual. What do you think, Watson?
Let's see, Holmes. These are the names of the battles from the American Civil War.
Yes, they are. But I'm all out of time, actually. I am actually out of time, so I will read that letter and pick that up on the floor, I suppose, and examine that and read that. God. And do that puzzle in the next episode. So thank you very much for watching. Welcome to series pack, I suppose. I am going to be finishing it this time without hopefully losing my save file. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and if you, well, just like and subscribe, all that shit, and then eat an apple because it will keep Dr. Tumblety away. Yeah, sure. Okay. Alright, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.